Hey everyone, in my last video, I showed you how to use pgadmin to connect to a Postgres database on the cloud. I hope you have managed to also install Visual Studio Code and Python on your local machine and have run the Hello World Python code. Now, in this video for week 2, let me show you how to build your first chart in Python that connects to the database that we covered last week. All right, guys, now let's start the fun part. What I want you to do, just like last week, on one side of your screen or other screen, I want you to open the LMS on your browser. Week 2, there would be introduction, which is Callum's video for introducing you to week 2. I hope you all have seen it by now. If not, please do watch it. Click on the next one, which is setting up your workspace. So that's what we are going to do in this video. So keep that open on one side. On the other side of your screen or the other screen, right? I want you to create a new folder. You can create this new folder on your documents or one of your drives. I've selected desktop just for the sake of simplicity. So right click and create a new folder. You can name it anything which is related to this course. I've named it Bootcamp Python code, so it's easy to locate. Once you're done with this, I want you to open the Visual Studio Code. We did install Visual Studio Code last week, so I hope you still have it and got yourself more familiar with the environment here. So once you open the Visual Studio Code here, click open. The idea is basically we want to open the folder that we just created. So Bootcamp Python code, just open that. So here on the left side, you will see this folder. So if you click the first icon here, which is new file, so click that, click .env, enter. So once you enter, you will be brought to the right side of the screen here in Visual Studio Code. Now what we are going to do is go there. If you scroll down a bit, there is this code here, the 4 lines of code. I want you to copy it from here and paste it here in Visual Studio Code. File and save it. Guys, don't forget to save it, because if you don't, then there will be repercussions down the line. So just go and save it. A very important note here, guys, is these credentials are secure and confidential. So don't share this with anyone, because it contains passwords and confidential information. So please do not share this with anyone. Your first chat from the database. So in order to do that, on your LMS, in the next chapter, just scroll a bit further down, and there's a step here to create a terminal inside Visual Studio Code. So let's go to Visual Studio Code here. There's terminal, choose new terminal. So that's your new terminal. Now, for all non-Mac users, you can copy paste this first code. Copy this from here and paste it here. But if you are a Mac user like me, then copy this code here and paste it here. Press enter. When you press enter, the computer would be installing some necessary tools. We're going to create a new file for your data analysis. So I want you to go to the Visual Studio Code. In here, if you remember, we created a folder called Bootcamp Python code. Underneath that, we created a file called as .env. Now, under that same folder, I want you to create a new file. So the first icon on here is for a new file. So click on that. We've already given you what to name your file, the name of your file, in the LMS. So it's chart referral count.py Python. So we will copy that and we'll paste it. And that's the name of your new file. Press enter. Upon pressing enter, you'll be brought to the right side of your screen. On there, what I want you to do now is go on to your LMS, follow step 5. So in step 5, you are given a code in blue. So I want you to copy that whole code, go to your Visual Studio Code and paste that new code in the new file that you just created. Go to File, click Save. Don't forget that. Right now we want to run our data analysis. So what we will do for this is in the VS environment, we'll click on terminal. Right, the terminal is already here as you were doing it just before. Right, so the terminal should be already open. Right, if not, then you definitely can go, as I just showed you before, to terminal and new terminal, but it should be open. Right, so for Mac user, I will take the second code in here, copy and paste it. If you are a Windows user, take the first one from here. If you're a Mac user like me, you will take the second code, copy paste it here in Visual Studio Code. Once you're done, press enter and look what we have got here. Congratulations guys for reaching thus far. You can see the beauty of your work now. This stacked chart shows the number of referrals per month for different states. You can now see how Python works and can draw complex charts like these, and how it can reduce hours or in fact days of work into just a few minutes with a few lines of code. Python is doing all fancy calculations for you behind the scenes. In the next few lectures, we will also learn how to analyze this data. Now, there is an exercise for you in the LMS to do in your own time to build additional charts. So go ahead and do it. Good luck. If you're stuck somewhere, Callum, Sergey, and I are always around to help. Good luck. Thanks. Bye bye.